Hello guys, I'm back again for another week over here. Oh, I'm on a roll guys, I'm on a roll. So I had this really fun idea that I wanted to do when I was vlogging a lot and going to shows and meeting a lot of people, artists, actors, whoever it is. People did ask me often how I happen to do that. How can you find your favorite artist, you know, who just so happens to be in town that day, or your favorite artist who so happens to be like down your road. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to kind of just give you tips on how to bump into your favorite Korean celebrities. It's weird, already it's weird, but let's not make it weird guys. It doesn't have to be. Please don't be a stalker. Be cool, okay? So I just wrote down a couple of things that I would love to share with you. The first thing, this is how I think I first ever saw anyone famous. It was just by chance. And then because of that chance, I kind of came up with this great idea and formula, which didn't always work, but still. It is being at the right place at the right time, which isn't the first one. The first one is the airport. So if you know that your favorite celebrity is flying in to Korea, or they've been on tour, your favorite K-pop group, whoever it is, you know, they've been away and they're flying, you know they're already flying back, and you know they're going to be at this airport at a certain time. I don't know how you're going to find this information out, God knows. If you so happen to know that the people that you want to see are flying in on a specific day and you don't mind, you live near an airport, which I did, but I didn't really go around looking for people coming through airports. That was by chance. But yeah, and you feel like you don't mind staying at the airport for like a couple of hours when you think they're gonna arrive, then go for it. Go to an airport. That's how I saw Lady Gaga. I was randomly going to watch a film with YE, my friend YE. I think it was that terrible film. Oh, what is it? The one with Idris Elba. And it just so happened that Lady Gaga was flying in to Seoul for her her performances, and we just randomly saw her as we were leaving the cinema, because the cinema is in the airport, and that was our closest cinema that we would always go to. And then again at the airport I saw, who was it I saw? I can't remember. I made a video, it was like way long ago, but I saw a group that I don't know too well, but they're really popular. I can't remember what group it was. One of them had grey hair, but yeah, I saw a group. They were standing in front of me in line to get through security to go on catch their flight. And I was like, huh? So it's just so random. It happens. Like if you live in an airport and you know your favorite celeb or K-pop stars flying in, go and hang out at the airport. People do it all the time. You see all the time, like airport photography and paparazzi. But yeah, that's a great place to go. My second tip is on the road. Like this is 100% by chance, and so you just have to be a lucky mug to actually have this happen to you. But it's happened to me, so it could just be by chance. A way to kind of make luck work in your favor is to be following the people that you know, that you really like or want to see on social media. They'll post when they're around and you kind of know if they're around you. It just seems stalkerish once again, but hey, if you want to meet them, then that's what you're gonna have to do. I remember I was once in Gangnam with my friend Alyssa, and we was actually at the Cube Cafe that day trying to meet some of the Cube artists. Who was it that was really big at Cube? Was it UKISS? I can't remember. But yeah, it was at a Cube Cafe. We only saw like a glimpse of someone, but later on we was like, oh, that was a fail, but we had some good coffee. We were going around Gangnam randomly and having a coffee or something again, because coffee culture is so extreme in Korea. Like you can have 3 or 4 coffees a day, just hang out at coffee shops. So much fun. So we was at a cafe in Gangnam, and we saw this cart, and I knew this person. I was like, I know who that is. Like I was saying to Alyssa, that's Choshiwon. Oh my god, it's Choshiwon. And back in the days, back in the days I was like really into him. You know, that chiseled body. I saw him. He was driving this convertible, which I just recently looked up because I never even bothered to look into it much, but I knew it was him because I knew the face. And I was like, that's Choshiwon, I know it. But yeah, we saw him. He just drove past us, and I was like, that was Choshiwon. 100% I believe it. So yeah, on the street you can meet them like randomly. That's by luck though. This one's a good one. Events. Oh my gosh, events. I feel like I'm giving away all the good secrets, which people should know anyways. I think this is general knowledge, but I'm sorry if I make it like more knowledge. But going to events, it will really help your chances of actually meeting and speaking to a said person. With me specifically, this would be K-hip-hop events, because I really like Korean hip-hop, and sometimes it's cool to really meet the artists even though they don't speak good English or anything, but it's still cool to meet them and say that I really like their music. I like to, you know, show people appreciation and let them know that I'm really into their stuff. We all want to do that, why not? So yeah, events. For K-hip-hop, the smaller the better. If you want to go to a Korean hip-hop event, go to a really small event, because the likelihood is that at that small event they might even hang around, and they might be with all their boys, so they're gonna probably stay and hang out a bit longer, so you can actually speak to them. All the underground Korean hip-hop events I went to, I usually turn up late because I'm so lazy. Like, I don't know, I take like 5 hours to get ready when I was in Korea. I would go to the event like really late so I didn't have to pay cover not on purpose, but so I didn't have to quick cover because I was so late, and all the stars had already like performed or whatever. This wasn't often, sometimes this happened, but they'd already done their stuff and they did their sets and stuff, so they were just hanging out, like drinking. I'll just start drinking and then just talking to random people, and it's great if you go with someone else so you don't feel alone. There's one time no one would come with me to this event, so I just went on my own. I just walked over because it was in Hongdae, so I walked over from where I was, and I was like the only foreigner in the bar, and of course the only black person because there were no other foreigners in the bar. And it was really, well, it was a club, it was really awkward a bit, but I started drinking and then I just randomly just started talking to like random people, like Ulti. I was just like, hey Ulti, can you play a song for me? Like, because the guy in the DJ booth wouldn't let me play a song. I was like, wow, you're mean. And of course Ulti asked and the guy was like, yeah, and they played that and everyone just rocked out to this song. We got really excited, but yeah, it was fun. So yeah, going to events, smaller events, you have a better chance probably of meeting them, and you know, if you hang out after the event outside or wherever, you can probably like just meet the people. Meet and greets in Korea, this is super popular, so if you're in Korea, this is 100% relatable. And also if you go to like bigger events like KCON and things like that, meet and greets are a great way to meet your favorite Korean celebrity. So in Korea, they're really popular. A lot of groups, K-pop groups, have these meetups with their fans, and you can usually find them on like Naver Cafe and places like that, or Daum Cafe as well. I've never been to any of these because I number one, don't know how to find them, and number two, I've never really, I don't know, had an interest in going to any of them because there was no groups that I really liked except for BTS, and they were only just coming up when I was leaving Korea, so I never really had done that. So that's a great way, like go to their meet and greets that they have in Korea. They have them all the time with their fans, and I don't know, if anyone knows exactly how to find them, please write below if you have an extra tip, because it'd be good if you have like a specific site that people can go to. But I know Naver and Daum have it on their sites. They kind of advertise it. If you follow the Artists Cafe, I don't know how to explain that. But I know like there are a couple of girls that I went to events with that know. I think Lisette, she was one of them who kind of knows this stuff, so I don't know, you can find her on Twitter. My fifth tip is on TV. So if you can get on Korean TV, do it, because the likelihood is if they have a special guest that is a star, you can probably speak to them or at least see them like in person, you know, which makes a big difference. And usually audiences aren't that big unless you're like on Mnet, like what's it called? But yeah, like if you go to a show where you could be a special guest, you just apply, try and get on a show as a guest, and you might even be able to interact with them. I once got on the Chuseok special of After School Club and I got to meet B2B. I got to play like that kicking game with them and stuff, even though I was no good at it. It was really fun. That was such a good time. I have a video about that. Try and get on TV. You get to meet your favorite star, get to see them in person, why not? Number 6 is going to said group. If it's a group, like a K-pop group, then going to their cafe. People know this already. I'm not sure how effective cafes are these days, but going to the artist cafe, I mean the label cafe, you can sometimes meet the artists because their dorms or whatever are nearby or whatever, or they come to the label to just do work. I went to Cube Cafe, as I just said before, and I got a glimpse of someone, I don't know, I can't remember who. This is such a long time ago. And I know other labels also have cafes where you can go and see stuff to do with their artists and their groups, and just hang out, have a coffee, meet other K-pop fans. So that's really cool if you can find those. But I don't know how popular they're anymore. If you guys know, any of you are in Korea or have been to Korea or know of the cafes, label cafes, then please write them below. Help someone else out who's on the hunt. So my last tip is to find them at their favorite hangout. This is legit stalkerish. So the only ways I've ever done this is by accident. If you go to a place where a
said K-pop star or Korean hip-hop star or actor, celebrity in Korean that you like goes to.
If you know like they like to play basketball, then there aren't that many basketball courts in Seoul. I'm joking, there really are. But if you know the ones, then you can easily find them. I remember I was talking about this on my What I Learned from Living in Korea video, and I was talking about how my friend saw Chris and Tao at a basketball court in Gangnam, and that's just because that's where they happen to play ball all the time. So she saw them like a couple of times when she was there because she lived in Gangnam. So it was not hard because she's always walking around, right? If you live near the person and you're near the celebrity, or you know where they hang out, and then definitely try and go and see if they're around. So those are my 7 tips on how to bump into your favorite Korean celebrity. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I make videos when I have time. That's not really encouraging, is it? No, but I'm gonna get on this. I'm on the roll, guys. I'm on the roll. Bye bye. 안녕.